Taylor Hall has been officially traded to the Arizona Coyotes.
That's a big trade for Arizona.
Yeah, so LeBron tweeting out that the Devils will get a first-round pick plus a conditional pick as well as prospects from Arizona.
Well, now that last line is critical because apparently they did not want to give up Barrett Hayton, who's the kid who's just been released by the Coyotes to come to play for Team Canada at the World Juniors. My mind's drawing a blank, but there's one other top prospect. They said they were untouchable, so it'll be interesting to see, how far the Devils got as far as the Coyotes prospects, because they do have a bunch of them.
Well, I think it would have depended on whether or not they worked out an extension, right? And Dreger tweeting out that Darren Ferris, who we all know, Darren very well from his workings with Mitch Marner here in Toronto, he will listen to extension options if the Coyotes present them. So whatever that means, but why
would you if you're this close? It's this is your biggest shot of your career.
Well, if he goes there and they end up winning the Pacific and going deep in the playoffs and he loves it and he loves the team and the team's head in the right direction, then you talk extension. If not, you can talk an extension July 2nd.
Well, do you think they're just looking at this like our team is kind of good, we're getting interesting.
Yeah.
Let's just grab a star and get the market really excited.
Well, it's not even. I don't even think John Chayka is worried about the market. I think he's like, Pacific's really weak technically. Mm-hmm. We've got a good team, and I think under the radar they've just kind of been slowly, like the Phil trade. People kind of chuckled here. Phil Kessel's a really good player.
He's just not having a great year. Yeah. But now, you have Kessel and you have Keller,
you've got some players there. Clayton Keller. When he signed, it was 7.125 or something like that. People are like, why the hell did you give that money? But then as an 18-year-old, he has 65 points.
He's just been okay this year.
You're right, these are good players. I think they've gone and gotten good players under the radar, and you're going to wake up one day and go, that's a really good team.
But I think Darcy Kemper somehow finding an NHL game has probably been the most significant development.
Sure. Number one goaltending in the league, basically.
His numbers have been off the charts. Rant has been pretty good, too, when he's played.
But it speaks to, I think Tocchet's done a great job. They're really stingy defensively. Their goaltending's been solid. And, they're not the sexiest team, but they're a pretty
there,
good
though.
team.
They're right there. Yep. And I think it shines a light on New Jersey being the biggest disappointment in the NHL.
Yeah.
Think about all the noise they made, and they were everyone's sweetheart Cinderella team to really make a push in the Metro.
Yeah.
And they're essentially saying, we quit on the year. It's over. And they should, because it is over. They are terrible. They're not even close. They're not going to get back into it. But, man, that's a tough sell in that market because Hall was the guy they were going to try to keep. They just picked up PK, and Subban's been a mess.
Well, that's what you said going into the year. You said, okay, they got Hall. Now they have PK. Nico Hischier, this first overall pick, is probably going to come into his own. And Jack Hughes is going to be one of these guys who's dynamite. And really none of those things have happened.
And they traded for that Zykov kid from Vegas and signed him to $4.5 a year on a 2-year deal. On paper, Wayne Simmons, on paper they looked good.
You also need a goal. You need a goalie.
You do need a goalie. It's amazing. I know, Hayes, you say this all the time. You don't have a goaltending, you don't have anything.
Look at Arizona, Hayes is saying, Darcy Kemper is suddenly the best goalie in the league, and
Kemper
they're good.
Should have been in the Vezina conversation last year for me. He played 55 games last year, which was more than the platoon goaltenders of Bishop and Robin Lehner. Kemper was fantastic. And it's taken him a long time to arrive. A long time.